Good morning and welcome to day 7 of the 2014 IPC Swimming European Championships here in Eindhoven in the Netherlands. We are in the Peter van den Hoogenband Stadium. We've had 6 days of quality competition so far. This is the final day of competition, the final morning session, with one more final session to come this evening. Got a number of events for you to look forward to today. We start off with the heats this morning, starting off with the men's 100 breaststroke for the SB6 classification. And moving right through 12 heats for events this morning. And we move on in mid-morning to the finals, of course. Finals in every session of these European Championships, morning and evening. And we've got 6 gold medals and 6 European champions to be decided this morning. We will be making the medal presentations for those events, and we'll have a further 16 finals to come in this evening session. So, the crowd just awaiting the swimmers to begin this final morning session here in Eindhoven. The Dutch team are out in force. They've got big medal chances this morning. We have the men's 100 breaststroke SB6 to kick us off. 2 heats of this one. Of course, some of these swimmers will have been swimming in events earlier in the week. However, some will be just making their debuts. Have to wait till day 7 to take their first event here at the European Championships. Long wait for some. Mikael Natunen from Finland in 2. Andres Bjornstad from Norway in 3. Torben Schmidtke. I've seen him earlier in the week, but this is a big event for him. And this man, Alexei Fomenkov from Russia, Paralympic champion in Beijing. Yor Valinsky from Israel goes in line number 6. And Lukas Ulmi from Malta, he goes in lane number 7. The 15-year-old from Malta is the final of the 6 swimmers for this first heat. The men's 100 breaststroke SB6 classification. Again, the SB6. Swimmers who typically be affected in 2 limbs. Torben Schmidtke with a leg disability. Looking very good though, Torben Schmidtke, very relaxed there. As I said, I've seen Torben Schmidtke in the motor earlier this week, but pretty much treating his earlier events as a warm-up for this one. Torben Schmidtke started off very well, the silver medalist from the World Championships last year. His entry time is 1:23.61. And he's gone out certainly on that pace. We'll see if he eases back here. There's just 2 heats of this one, and the fastest 8 times will progress to the final this evening. Torben Schmidtke certainly showing his intent in that first heat. He is going to ease back slightly. It's going to be a good time still for the German. Bjornstad coming through into 2nd, Fomenkov in 3rd, Valinsky in 4th. The Germans enjoyed that one. Torben Schmidtke gets in 1:25.71. Bjornstad was in 2nd position, 1:32. Fomenkov in 3rd and Valinsky in 4th. These 4, well, I think that should be enough to qualify them for the top 8. Torben Schmidtke just blows out the cheeks there. There is the young 15-year-old from Malta. Well, Malta hosted the IPC Swimming World Championships back in 1994, 20 years ago. A few Maltese swimmers on that occasion. I don't think we've seen them at the major championships since then. But it's good to see them back here at the European Championship. Luca Suomi, young 15-year-old. Again, we've seen him earlier in the week. This is likely to be his last event here in Eindhoven. Does have an entry time. In fact, it doesn't have an entry time listed there for Luca Suomi. So it'll be him setting the standard for his future events. It was a great facility in Malta back in 1994. Remember it well. It was built for the Island Games. Malta compete against islands all over the world. The Island Games, very big competition. And Luca Suomi from Malta is coming in now in a time of 3:07.49. The swimmer there just using his upper limbs for propulsion there. Very difficult in breaststroke. Really tough on the arms and the shoulders. Torben Schmidtke, well, looked very, very good. He's having a look around there. He's breathing to the right, breathe to the left. Straight forward now. He's clear in first position, coming into the red markers. Easing back to a time of 1:25.71. Good extension at the front there of the breaststroke. You see a little bit of propulsion from his legs, not too much at all. Very short legs, Torben Schmidtke. He takes the first heat, 1:25.71. Top four looking in a good position to make it to the final. Walensky, the fourth position, 1:34.50. That will be the target for the next heat, heat number 2. Now 6 swimmers taking this one. And all by entry times. Certainly the top 4 are away and clear, but can this man make it a little bit of an improvement? Force himself into the final. Peter Meschner from Poland. Antonio Bertrand from Spain. Yevgeny Bodaiko, the world record holder, from Ukraine in 4. Christoph Burkhardt, the experienced German, in 5. Papanadou from Greece in 6. Ante Radi from Croatia in 7. A real difference in starts there. The sit start from Bertrand. Ante Radi starting from the side of the block, steadying himself, standing on the base of the pool and steadying himself in the block. I don't think I've seen that technique so far this week, but Yevgeny Bodaiko, well, he has been absolutely sensational, as we've come to expect from the young man. Winner. 10 medals at the last European Championships, unbelievably. 10 medals last Europeans in 2011, including a number of relay medals, it has to be said, but nevertheless, Yevgeny Bodaiko, real top performer. I saw him take gold in the butterfly yesterday. That was his 4th individual gold medal. Yevgeny Bodaiko set the world record when he swam in the London Paralympic Games, winning gold in 1:20.17. So Bodaiko ahead of Christoph Burkhardt. Christoph Burkhardt, another one of these German swimmers, he's been looking forward to this event. The bronze medalist from London, Burkhardt, against the gold medalist from London, Yevgeny Bodaiko. Bodaiko, as we have seen all week, does not extend himself very much in the heats. He's behind, just a little bit slower than Schmidtke, 1:26.77. Burkhardt will be safely into the final. Papanadou also will be through, and so will Bertrand from Spain. Those top 4 should progress to the final this evening. Meschner couldn't improve on his entry time, 1:42.99 for Meschner, and Ante Radi 1:49.75. That's not going to be good enough for the two swimmers in the outside lanes. It will be good enough for Boadaiko, be good enough for Burkhardt, be good enough for Papanidou. Boadaiko just easing back there. Took the lead in the early stages, didn't have to do very much. And again, you often see swimmers in breaststroke and in butterfly put their head down for the last push there. And Boadaiko, well, just the opposite, head up. Will he do that in the final this evening? Well, we'll see. Boadaiko progresses from heat number 2. He wins it, 1:26.77. Burkhardt in second, Papanidou in third, and Bertrand in fourth. These four should progress to the final, and there are the finalists. Very close there between all the swimmers in between 4 and 8, just a couple of seconds separating them, but the top 3, Schmidtke, Boadaiko and Burkhardt. Men's 100 meters butterfly for the S9 classification. One of the undoubted stars of this championships has been Federico Morlacchi from Italy. Goes in lane number 4. We have 9 swimmers taking the start in this one and only heat. We just have to lose one swimmer of those 9. We are using the whole 10 lanes in the heats this morning. There's Tamas Soers, the world record holder. Only 8 lanes in use this evening, so the top 8 from this one and only heat will progress. Full lineup is Mamic from Croatia in lane 0, Skaliuk, Russia in 2, Mari Alcaraz from Spain in 3, Morlacchi from Italy in 4, Tamas Soers from Hungary in 5, Christian Vincetic from Croatia in 6, Melinger from Hungary in 7, Michelintzakis from Greece in 8, and Yuri Prezzi from Italy in lane number 9. Well, Morlacchi has been absolutely sensational. The Italian team have been sensational this week. They are battling with Spain for the 4th place in the medal table. And Morlacchi will be trying to add another gold medal to his collection. Winner of the 100 free, the 400 free, the 200 metres individual medley. Doesn't have to extend himself in this heat. Vincetic going well for Croatia. Tamas Soers, the world record holder. We did hear Morlacchi would like to take Tamas Soers' world record from him. The Hungarian has held that since 2011. It is Vincetic, 101.47 in first position there. The Croatian, Tamas Soers in second, and Morlacchi in third. Well, Vincetic will be between the 2 main contenders in the final. The Croatian himself may have designs on the gold medal position. Silver medalist here, Vincetic, in the World Championships when it was held here in 2010. And it looks pretty good there. Good extension at the end of the stroke there to finish. Time of 101.47, the world record holder in the black cap. Looking pretty relaxed in second, Morlacchi looking relaxed in third. The top 3 are Morlacchi, Soers and Vincetic as the fastest qualifier. All those down to Christian Mamic in 8th position will qualify for the final this evening. Well, the next heat already on its way out. It's heat 1 of the men's 100 freestyle for the S10 classification. Steinhauer, I should say, from Germany in 1. Patrick Karlinski goes in 2 for Poland. He's had a good championship. Simone Cooley, again a member of that successful Italian team. Bartosinski, gold medalist in the 400 freestyle. Rob Wellborn from Great Britain, silver medalist in that 400 freestyle. Artem Isaev from Russia. In lane number 6. Lane 7, Kowalski from Poland. All 3 medalists from the 400 freestyle in this one. Kalinski in lane 2 from Poland, Bartosinski from Russia in lane 4, Rob Wellborn in lane number 5. So, Bartosinski taking it out. Simone Chiuli also going well from Italy in lane number 3. It looks like the Italian's going to be in first for the turn. It is Chiuli, 0.17 ahead of Rob Wellborn, who came back well in the closing stages of that 50. Bartosinski in the centre lane. Well, we saw him swim very slowly in the heats of the 400. He ended up in the outside lane, but it's too close for him to hold back here. 5 swimmers virtually in a row. Could be Wellborn, could be Bartosinski with that lopping stroke at the end. It is Bartosinski, 56.81. He takes it ahead of Rob Wellborn, ahead of Simone Chiuli, the early leader, and Artem Isayev in 4th position, 57.61. He's getting ahead of Kalinski, so Kalinski in a bit of danger there in 5th position in that first heat in 58.08. Swimmers in the second heat will go faster. Remember, the top 8 times from the 2 heats will progress, so it's not the top 4 from each heat, it's the fastest 8 times from the heats. Here's the finish. Bartosinski, we didn't quite see the big stroke that he did, a few strokes out there, but Bartosinski, 56.81, 0.1 ahead of Rob Wellborn from Great Britain, and Simone Chiuli, 57.32. That should be good enough for the final. Isayev will have a nervous wait for heat number 2. 6 swimmers in heat number 2. We have had a withdrawal from the man who won the gold medal last night, Olivier van der Voort. Not taking the start for the Netherlands. Ludwig Nuren from Sweden. Rafael Kalinowski from Poland in 2. Dmitry Grigorev in 4. David Levesque in 5. Maxim Isayev in 6. Gino Catano in lane number 7. Now the withdrawal. Van der Voort will make qualification a little bit more straightforward, you would imagine, for the swimmers. Van der Voort would have been a real contender here for the medals for the Netherlands in an entry time of 56.50. Dmitry Grigorev from Russia leads them. He is the European record holder. A European record set just this year in Russia, 53.88. Dmitry Grigorev, he's in good form, certainly early in the week, winning the 100 butterfly, winning the 50 freestyle. Looking very, very good here. Grigorev leads David Levesque. Grigorev coming in, that's going to be the fastest time, 55.26. David Levesque in second, 56.94. Kalinowski from Poland, 57.63. So Gaetano from Portugal getting up for 4th position. That could be important ahead of Maxim Isayev. Grigorev, well, he is a European record holder. No one in Europe has gone faster than the Russian. He has looked good this week. Really good performer. Another gold medal could be on the cards for Grigorev here, if this heat swim is anything to go by. Of course, some swimmers, especially Bartosinski, I would imagine, would have a little bit more to give in the final, but Grigorev looks very, very good. He wins that heat, 55.26. David Levesque in second for Spain. Kalinowski from Poland in 3rd, and Catano from Portugal in 4th position, just 0.1 ahead of Maxim Isayev. There are the finalists. Grigorev, the fastest. Karlinski scrapes in 8th position. The women's 100 freestyle S10. Again, 2 heats for us to enjoy here. Summer Mortimer from the Netherlands goes in lane number 4. Full lineup: Hernanda Santos in 2, Alice Tai in 3, Summer Mortimer in lane 4, Olivia Jabojska from Poland in 5, Chantal Molenkamp in 6 from the Netherlands, and Luca Sos from Hungary in lane number 7. Summer Mortimer already 2 golds to her name. Of course, she did represent Canada in the Paralympic Games. 2012, also represented Canada here in the World Championships in Eindhoven in 2010. She is competing now for the Netherlands from this year. Father was Canadian, mother was Dutch. She has chosen now to compete for the Netherlands, and she has been setting European records very regularly here at these championships. The first time she has swum as a European swimmer here in a major event. Summer Mortimer looks good. Alice Tai going really well. The Great Britain swimmer already with a gold, silver and bronze to her name. The 15-year-old has had an excellent championship. She's going to be behind Summer Mortimer. Mortimer takes it in 103.06. Looked relaxed. Alice Tai, well, that should make sure of her place in the final this evening. 103.85 for the GB swimmer. And Olivia Jabojska from Poland in 3rd position in 104.95. Alice Tai, well, she's really announced herself here on the international stage here in Eindhoven. Looks very much at home alongside the company of Summer Mortimer and the other big names in the S10 class. Mortimer, well, I'm sure she'll have more to give in the final. That time of 103.06 will be improved, I'm sure. It was easy qualification for Mortimer. She takes that first heat, 103.06. Alice Tai should progress to the final with that, 103.85. And Olivia Jabojska, she'll be in a good position, 104.95 with Molenkamp in 4th position. The next heat is behind the blocks. Nina Vats from Sweden in lane number 1. Next to Great Britain's medalist in the 200 medley, Eleni Papadopoulos in 2. Marie Oosterhuis in 3. Next to Elodie Laurandi, champion in the 400 freestyle. Bianca Papp from Hungary goes in lane number 5. Nelly Roulet from France in 6, and Gemma Almond from Great Britain in 7. Elodie Laurandi is the European record holder, set that in Montreal in Canada last year at the World Championships. Silver medal behind Sophie Pascoe. Paralympic Games silver medalist too, Elodie Laurandi. Freestyle was absolutely sensational last year at the World Championships. She wasn't on form earlier in the week in the 100 butterfly and the 50 freestyle, but her 400 was very good, and she looks good here in the 100 freestyle distance, going away from the others here. Great swim from Laurandi. One lane up was Margie Oosterhuis from the Netherlands. Bianca Papp going well in lane number 5 also. But this looks good for Elodie Laurandi. Easing back in the closing stages. Oh, almost stopping there as she comes close to the wall. Oosterhuis in 2nd, Bianca Papp, the 14-year-old from Hungary, in 3rd, but 102.58 for Elodie Laurandi. Yeah, that was decent. She looked very good in the opening stages of that 100. House 104.60 in second position. She'll clinch third place in the final. And the youngster Bianca Papp 105.37. There's Laurenti. Well, slowing down is not the word for it there. Just cruising in the last 10 metres. Time of 102.58 for the French champion in the 400 freestyle. Laurenti takes it. House in second, ahead of Bianca Papp. Confirmation of your finalists for this evening: Elodie Laurenti and Summer Mortimer. That should be a battle to look forward to. Alice Tai from Great Britain in the medal positions at the moment through qualification. She is in third position, ahead of Oosterhuis, Jaboyska, Molenkamp, Papp and Roulet. It should be a very good final to look out for this evening. Laurenti and Mortimer will be the favourites going into it. Heat 1 of the women's 50 metres backstroke for the S4 classification. This is a combined event. We will have S3 swimmers also taking part in this one. Of course, one set of medals. It is the S3 swimmers swimming up into the higher class. Maximova from Ukraine in 2. Lafina in lane 3 from Ukraine. The third Ukrainian, Verbova, in lane 4. Ariola Trimi from Italy in lane 5. Carolina Heimer from Poland, getting in from the side there. And Stamatopoulou from Greece goes in lane number 7. So Carolina Heimer to make her way over to lane number 6. One length of the pool. We are at the scoreboard end of the pool as opposed to the medal presentation end. World and European record holder goes in the second heat, Lisette Teunissen from the Netherlands. So Carolina Heimer making her way over here. This is the S4 classification. Number S1, the most severe impairment or physical disability. S10, the less impaired. This is the S4. Carolina Heimer using that cord at the start. Coaches are allowed to hold swimmers, assist swimmers at the start, but only by holding them in position. They're not allowed to add propulsion. Aroli Trimi in lane number 5. She was sensational in the freestyle event. We saw her freestyle, absolutely textbook. We haven't seen her going over the backstroke. And just in the left of your picture there, that is Trimi. She is struggling on the backstroke at the moment. Behind Lafina at the top of the picture there, gold medalist from the individual medley yesterday. And Verbova looking very strong with that double arm backstroke. Throwing the arms over, throwing the head back as the arms go over to add propulsion there. Just a hand coming out a little bit on the right hand, I think it was, causing a little bit of splash, but Verbova takes that one in 56.12. Lafina in second position, 59.31. And Trimi in third, 103.33. Verbova again, haven't really seen much of Verbova, 16 years of age. This is her major event. She's had to wait to the last day to take part in this one. She looked good there. 56.12. There's Verbova there. She's alongside the lane rope. She doesn't want to be too close to that one. She hits that line rope, that's going to be pretty unforgiving there. You see just a little splash there as the hands come out the water at the end of that backstroke there, just down beside the legs as her hands come through. She does take that though, 56.12 for Verbova. It's 1-2 in that heat for Ukraine, with Lafina in second position and Arioli Trimi from Italy in third. That should qualify her for the final as we move on to the next heat. Five swimmers in the next heat. One in the S3 class, that's Anke Conradi. In fact, two in the S3 class. Overall, we saw a couple in the previous heat. Jenny Ekstrom in line number 3. Zed Turnison in line number 4. So very relaxed here. This relaxing music rather than the pumping music that we've had in previous days. Seems very chilled on this last day. Natalia Gavrilyuk from Russia in line 6. And Veronika Gurenko from Israel in lane number 7. So we do see another one of the S3 swimmers. It's Anke Conradi with the orange cap there from Germany. Lisette Turnison from the Netherlands, 48.49 is her world record mark. She has been a medalist here at these championships. Silver medalist 4 times. Can she make it a gold medal performance from the Netherlands? Of course, this is the heat. Turnison in 4. Ekstrom in 3. May challenge. Gavrilyuk from Russia in 6 also had a good entry time for this heat, but Turnison is away and into her stroke well. Turnison with that alternating backstroke there. Jenny Ekstrom, the S4 swimmer, that one strong arm. Of course, Turnison, no propulsion from the legs at all. She has got good long arms, but she is affected in both her arms. Lisette Turnison doing very well to keep her body level here. Turnison is coming in now at 54.00. That will be a good time for Lisette Turnison. Well, good enough to qualify her for the final in first position. Gavrilyuk finished well for Russia, 103.26, and Jenny Ekstrom from Sweden in third position, 105.14. Turnison, well, world record set at the last European Championships held in Berlin in 2011, 48.49, so it's not near that mark, but she didn't have to be in the heats. Turnison still getting a good extension to those arms. Arms very long, they'll be an advantage, certainly in the closing stages. If she can finish that correctly, it's a big weapon as they approach the finish. Set Turnison, you just see her hands going over there. I've got great control of the wrists and the hands, Lisette Turnison. She does take that second heat. Lisette Turnison, 54.00, wins that second heat convincingly from Gavrilyuk and Jenny Ekstrom. Finalists are confirmed for the women's 50 metres backstroke. Lisette Turnison is fastest into the final this evening, ahead of Verbova and Lafina. The other qualifiers, Gavrilyuk, Trimi, Ekstrom, Conradi, and Stamatopoulou. .50 freestyle men's S8. 9 swimmers here in this one and only heat. We have to lose one for for the top 8 to progress to the final this evening. Linares goes in 0, Ferenc Suri in 1, Joseph Craig in 2, Bohdan Tranenko in 3, Denis Tarasov in 4, the world record holder, Konstantin Lysenko in 5, Yuri Brzezinski in 6 for Ukraine, Niels Mortensen, Denmark in 7, Joshua Grope from Switzerland in lane number 8. Denis Tarasov set a world record in the 100 freestyle last night. Can he follow that up by challenging his own world record here in the 50 freestyle? Tarasov, there he goes, looking really good. Denis Tarasov, the world record mark is 25.81, and he has just taken his foot off the gas, but still no one coming back for the lead there. It's Denis Tarasov taking that one very, very comfortably indeed. 26.90 for Tarasov. Lysenko in second, 27.51, and Tranenko in third, 27.79. But Tarasov there, well, I thought when he came to the last 10 metres, I thought he was going to have a go at that world record in the heats this morning, because he just left the rest of the field. But here he is at the end, taking his foot completely off the gas there, and still finishing in 26.90. Tarasov, big rangy strokes at the end there, turned round, 26.90. He's going to go faster than that this evening in the final. Next to his great friend and countrymate Lysenkov, they are 1 and 2 qualifiers for this men's 50 metres freestyle S8. 2 Ukrainians next in 3 and 4. Ferenc Suri from Hungary is ahead of Joseph Craig, Niels Mortensen and Joshua Grobe. Complete the list of finalists. The women's 50 metres freestyle S8. Again, 9 swimmers here with the start. Laureen Bernal from Belgium in 1. Georgiana Bazadoka from Romania. She's in lane 1. Bernal in lane 0. Bazadoka in lane 1. Sogomonyan in 2. Vladikina in 3. Stephanie Slater in 4. Istomina in 5. Amelie Winter in 6. Romy Pansters in 7. And Alva Kelly from Ireland in lane 8. Alva Kelly starting from the water. Most of the other swimmers starting from the dive. Stephanie Slater has been in excellent form this week. World record in the 100 metres butterfly. European record a couple of weeks ago at the Commonwealth Games. She looks like she's taking this one very easy. And going well is Alicia Vladikina in lane number 3. Vladikina is going to take this one ahead of 4 swimmers on the row. Vladikina takes it in 32.09. A good time for the Russian. Istomina was in 2nd position. In fact, it wasn't. It was Amelie Winter in 2nd position from Denmark, ahead of Istomina, ahead of Sokomonyan. Stephanie Slater in 5th. So clear leader there, Alicia Vladikina, and another 4 swimmers just very close there in 2nd. Vladikina started well. She did ease back slightly in the closing stages, not too much though. And you see the 4 swimmers coming in together. They could all be in contention for the medals this evening. Vladikina touches there. That one arm, lost that arm in 2008 for a motor accident. Vladikina, she has been a really impressive Paralympic swimmer since then. Alicia Vladikina in 32.09, exactly 1 second ahead of Amelie Winter from Denmark. Istomina will be a threat in the final from Ukraine in 3rd. Sogomonyan in 4th, Stephanie Slater in 5th position. Any one of those 5 could challenge for the gold medal this evening. The other three qualifiers, Pansters, Bernhardt and Bazdoka. Women's 50 metres backstroke S5. One heat of this one. 9 swimmers behind the blocks. Jana Bereshkova of the Czech Republic goes in lane 0. Rika Kesdi goes in lane number 1. Giulia Giretti, 20-year-old Italian, in lane 2. Anita Fatis goes in 3 for France. Sarah Louise Rung, the all-conquering Norwegian, goes in 4. Teresa Perales, likely to challenge the Norwegian. She goes in lane number 5. Natalia Chavel in 6 from Belarus. Irina Kolmogorova in 7 from Russia. And it doesn't look like we have a lane number 8 to the Maltese swimmer. Kravchenko not taking the start for this one. Which leaves us with 8 swimmers only. So barring any disqualifications, these will all progress to the final. Sarah Louise Rung will be the favourite for this one. Teresa Perales and Anita Fatis going well on either side of Rung. Teresa Perales missed the World Championships through illness. She came back with a vengeance at these championships. A great victory on the first day of competition in the 100 freestyle. Also won the 50 freestyle. Perales finishing strongly there. 45.47 for Perales. Sarah Louise Rung coming through strong in the closing stages too to clinch second position. Just ahead of Anita Fatis from France and Natalia Chavel in fourth position, sorry, for Belarus. Teresa Perales, well, that was a decent enough swim. 45.4 for Teresa Perales, a couple seconds faster than her entry time. So blew the cobwebs away with that one, Teresa Perales. They'll all be back for the final this evening. As I said, barring any disqualification, we did expect another swimmer to report from the start, but it doesn't look like that has happened. Perales finishing clearly ahead of Sarah Louise Rung and Anita Fatis. Big smile from Teresa Perales. Perales takes one and only 8. 45.47, 3 seconds ahead of Sarah Louise Rung from Norway. I'm sure the Norwegian will go a little bit faster in the final this evening. Anita Fatis from France, the only other swimmer under the 50-second mark. Natalia Chavel from Belarus in 4th position. Giulia Giretti, a relay medalist from Italy, in 5th. Irina Kolmogorova from Russia in 6th. Rika Kesdi from Hungary in 7th. And Jana Bereshkova is the 8th qualifier. She's swum 120.81. That's an improvement on her entry time of 125. So see if Jana Bereshkova can better that this evening, because she will be in the final. The men's 50 backstroke S5. Heat 1 of 1. 10 swimmers starting.
Entering the pool right now is the heats. Next event, the men's 50 meter backstroke S5. Heat 1 of 1.
There's an experienced man, a well-known face to those who know Paralympic swimming, Zsolt Verecek from Hungary, Paralympic champion way back, Barcelona 92. We'll talk about him a little bit later. We have the lineup for you. Matija Grebenic from Croatia, in lane number 1. Jordi Gordillo, member of the Spanish relay team, in 1. Grebenic in 0, Gordillo in 1. Ricardo 10, great swim in the breaststroke. Ricardo 10 the other day, he goes in lane 2. Jonas Larsson, the champion in the individual medley, goes in 3. Andrew Mullen, what a competition he's had. 3 gold medals to his name. Young Great Britain swimmer, 17 years of age. The experienced Hungarian, 37 years of age now, a champion in the Paralympics as far back as 1992 in this event. Betula Eroglu, silver medalist in the butterfly of Turkey. James Scully, medalist in the freestyle events earlier this week for Ireland. Ireland's only medalist so far at these championships. Roman Zdanov from Russia in 8. Mats Topkin for Estonia in lane 9. The two 16-year-olds in 8 and 9. Well, Verecek started well. Eroglu was good under the water, the Turkish swimmer. This is Andrew Mullen. So Verecek, Mullen now just edging the lead there. Using the slightly longer arms that he has, Andrew Mullen. He was 4th place in the Paralympic Games in this event. Silver medalist in the World Championships last year. Andrew Mullen is coming in now in 39.10. That was a very fast time for Andrew Mullen. Very good time indeed there. Just outside his best by a few 100ths of a second. European record held by Verecek from Hungary, 38.78. So Andrew Mullen must fancy his chances in challenging that mark. 39.10. Little nod to the coaching team. Yeah, it was okay, he said. Looked good as well. Another chance to have a crack at that record tonight. Well, didn't finish particularly well. I think he finished on his wrong arm there as he came over. Longer arm. He was stretching for it. Could he got another stroke in there maybe? Andrew Mullen, very powerful. The head staying pretty still, bobbing about a little bit. Could he have got another stroke here at the end? Stretching for that one. Oh, might have been a European record if he'd just finished a little bit better, but not to worry, he is through. He will be in the final this evening. That European record will definitely be under threat from the young man. 2nd place, the record holder himself, Zsolt Verecek from Hungary. And in 3rd it was Betula Eroglu from Turkey. Just 12 100ths ahead of Zdanov. The 3 in the centre had the best start, and the others started to come back, especially Zdanov in the closing stages. It'll be a decent battle tonight in the final. Of course, Andrew Mullen will have his eyes on that European record. Some of the swimmers, I think that's the Swedish team, I'm guessing. Germans here this morning. Saw a couple of the good German breaststrokers. There's the Andrew Mullen fan club again. Mum loves it. Sister not too sure. German team again. Move on from the sprint to the longer races. The men's 400 freestyle for the S12 classification. Swimmers with visual impairment. Okay, we had a few withdrawals here on this morning. There's been about 5 or 6 withdrawals on medical grounds for this morning's heats. And the swimmers swimming multiple events, of course, along the 7-day competition. I've seen a few of these guys before this week. Kalma goes in 0 from Estonia. Stefan Smagin in 3 from Russia. Daniil Chufarov in 4 for Ukraine. Sergei Punko in 5 from Russia. Fabrizio Sotil from Italy in 6. Dobrovsky, Ukraine in 7. Zalewski from Ukraine in 8. This again is a combined event. S11 and S12 classifications. The S11 is for swimmers with no vision. The S12 is for swimmers with partial vision. So there is only one S11 swimmer, that's Dmytro Zalewski. You'll see him at the bottom of your screen there, just being tapped on the back. Let him know where the turn is coming to. He's the only S11 swimmer in this field. Again, qualification is going to be assured here because of the withdrawals and the top 8 going to the final. We only have 7 swimmers here. Bit of a training swim here, chance to try out certain things in the heat. Daniil Chufarov, he was the world record holder, he is the world record holder. Set that record in Montreal, Canada, the 16th of August 2013, almost exactly a year ago. That's when the World Championships were held in Montreal, the IPC World Championships. Chufarov took the gold medal. Ahead of the man next to him, just behind him, Sergei Punko. Representing Russia, Punko. Prior to Chufarov's victory last year, really dominated this event, or this classification. Punko, 33 years of age now. Made his debut at the major internationals in 2004 when he competed for Belarus. Won gold medals at the Athens Games in 2004, won the World Championships in 2006, again Paralympic champion in Beijing in 2008. Won World and European Championships in the intervening years between Beijing and again winning gold in London in 2012. So Sergei Punko, man with a great competitive record there in lane number 5. He was beaten by Daniil Chufarov, 25-year-old from the Ukraine, leading the field at the moment, the world champion from last year. Chufarov coming to the 300 mark. Pretty relaxed indeed. Just to give you an idea of the kind of pace that Chufarov will be looking for at this stage of the World Championships last year, where he set the record. He went through in a 3:04. His time there at 300 was 3:14, so he's some 10 seconds outside the pace that he went last year to win the gold medal. Punko just 3 seconds behind. Stefan Smagin in 3rd position and Fabrizio Sotil in 4th. Well, those two will be looking to fight it out, I think, for the bronze medal position. You would imagine this evening that Chufarov and Punko would fight it for the gold and silver. Well, the younger man, Chufarov's got to be the favourite. Looking good at the moment, Chufarov. Punko clear in 2nd position. also a very successful competitor at open water events, Punko. He's not on the open water today, he's in the pool, and he's second place to Danilo Chufarov. Chufarov takes that heat, 4:21.85, very relaxed indeed. Punko in second, Stefan Smagin in third position, and Fabrizio Sottil in fourth. All those four swimmers will be faster in this evening's final. A couple of swimmers still to finish. Dmytro Zalewski, swimmer with no vision at all, gets the big tapping stick from Ukraine. On his back, he finishes in 5:08.66. World record in his class is one of the oldest on the books, held by John Morgan from the USA. Stretches way back to 1992. So Danilo Chufarov, he wins that one and only heat. A stretch out, don't think we can tell very much from that. Only that Chufarov looks very relaxed. Punko apparently looked okay. Sergei Punko not really putting much into it. There is the turn for Chufarov. Coming out, not really showing much discipline there, breathing as he came out of that turn. He's not going to do that this evening. And here he comes into the finish. Nice rangy stroke there. Not even stretching for the finish, just relaxed there on a half arm stroke. Head up, just like a training swim for Danilo Chufarov. Into the final this evening alongside Sergei Punko. The result is confirmed of that heat. Danilo Chufarov very relaxed in first position, 4:21.85. The two Russians next, Sergei Punko and Stefan Smagin. They're second and third position. I think Fabrizio Sottil will go faster. Me challenge for the bronze, I think, with Stefan Smagin. Anton Stabrovsky, medalist in the butterfly earlier this week, he goes in fifth position into the final. Dmytro Zalewski from Ukraine, the only S11 swimmer, will also progress to the final, as will Kaimar Kalma from Estonia. The women's SM14 200 meters individual medley. Two heats for us to enjoy here. Looks like we have 7 swimmers in this first heat. Well, it's all been fairly straightforward qualification so far. Not for these ladies though. Sofia Berce from Hungary in 1. Michelle Alonso Morales, the breaststroke champion, in 2. Pernilla Lindberg in 3. Valeria Shabalina in 4. Set a world record in the 200 freestyle in the heats. Jessica Jane Applegate from Great Britain in lane number 5. Michelle Franson in lane number 6 from Belgium, and Nicole Love, breaststroke medalist from Great Britain, in lane number 7. Men's 200 meters individual medley, SM14 heat 1. Remember, the fastest 8 times from the 2 heats progress this evening. Maria Shabalina. Can she do what she did in the 200 freestyle? This is an event for swimmers with a learning disability and an intellectual impairment. The events for swimmers with intellectual impairments were reintroduced to the Paralympic programme for the London Games. Classification process for these athletes was tightened up. These athletes will be measured in their understanding of techniques, their ability to apply those techniques, tactics of racing, in terms of pacing. That's why we tend to see sometimes the swimmers in the S14 really with no regard to how to pace the race. We saw Shabalina go out fast in the heats. It's the only way she knows how to swim. And that's why we may expect records in this class in the heat swims more than any others. Shabalina again going very fast. Jane Applegate a little bit more considered there in second position. But Shabalina has gone. And she is away and clear. Pernilla Lindberg in third position at the moment, ahead of Michelle Fransen from Belgium. Remember, the top 8 from the final. Sorry, the top 8 will progress to the final. Top 8 qualifiers, fastest times from the heat will progress to the final. Now, Shabalina, this is an excellent time so far. She's got to come back in something like 37 seconds, and she is capable of doing that. And have a look at the clock. It's going to be a great time here. Shabalina, it's going to be another world record for Shabalina, 2:26.10. Again, in the heats. Well, we did say she only knows how to swim one way, and that's fast. 2:26.10 for Valerie Shabalina from Russia. She went ahead. We knew she was capable of coming back on that last 50 metres in 37 seconds. She actually came back in 34, or high 33 actually. And that is a 2:26.10, and that's a new world record time. She looks a little bit more tired than she did in the 200 the other day. She was bouncing in the 200 when she swam it, but the youngster from Russia has just set a world record in the heats, and that was a great swim. She just swam away from the rest of the field. Good finish. Well, Shabalina, the S14 swimmer, really happy with that one. Gets to the camera. Shabalina, what form she has shown this week. Already 2 gold medals to her name. Shabalina sets a new world record in the heats of the women's 200 metres individual medley, ahead of Jessica Jane Applegate and Pernilla Lindberg. The second heat sees the former world record holder Marlo van der Kolk from the Netherlands. What effect will that have on these second heat swimmers? Rasnottir of Iceland, Janina Sabelsberg, Germany in 2, Magda Tuters. What a swim she had to win breaststroke medal a few days ago. Marlo van der Kolk, former world record holder, in line number 4 for the Netherlands. Chloe Davies, medalist in the 200 freestyle in 5. Xenia Palazzo from Italy in lane 6, and Kolbrun Stefansdottir in lane number 7. There's Magda Tuters. Watch out for her on the breaststroke leg. Chloe Davies will be strong in the early stages. Butterfly backstroke, especially the backstroke for Chloe Davies. But Marlo van der Kolk, well, similar to Schabolina, we always see Marlo van der Kolk go out fast, try to hang on at the end. Again, these S14 swimmers, well, these tend to be what happens with no real consideration to pacing or tactics. Van der Kolk has gone out pretty fast, 1.5 seconds ahead of her countrymate Magda Tuters. Time of 32.82. A second slower than the first heat swim by Schabolina. Van der Kolk actually just bang on that time. Magda Tuters' time there, but Schabolina and Magda Tuters absolutely together there after that butterfly leg in comparison, in time comparison. So Marlo van der Kolk, well, oh, very dodgy turn there for van der Kolk. She seemed to stall there coming in. Wasn't really sure how to go over there, just got her timing all wrong. Chloe Davies, as expected, comes through on the backstroke leg. See if she can hold on the breaststroke, because Magda Tuters is very strong Netherlands swimmer. But van der Kolk, this is really where Schabolina needs a little bit of ground on the breaststroke. Van der Kolk, 108.53. We'll have a look at Schabolina's time. She was 108.19. And at the end of this breaststroke, she was 152.28. Van der Kolk is going to have the lead. It's going to be slower, I think, than 152. Schabolina, that's where she really made up the ground in terms of time comparison to the record. Tuters swam well on that breaststroke, but she is toiling now on the freestyle as Van der Kolk stretches away on the freestyle leg. Chloe Davies clear in third position for Great Britain. Tuters trying to hang on to the legs of Magda Tuters and Van der Kolk. Van der Kolk is going to come away here. It is going to be significantly slower than Schabolina, but 2:30 for Marlo van der Kolk. Well, only less than a second outside the time which was previously the world record. Tuters in second, Chloe Davies in third. Savelsberg wins a close contest for fourth with Palazzo of Italy. Van der Kolk from the Netherlands, 2:30.56. That will be clearly the second fastest time from the two heats. She will have her work cut out in the final though. With Schabolina, there is that back to breast turn. She just seemed to, it's a good turn when she got there, but it was just getting into the wall that was the problem. There's Van der Kolk, just see the splash of Tuters on the left there. Van der Kolk takes that one, and decent time. We would have been talking about how close she was to the world record if she'd swum that in the first heat. Unfortunately for Van der Kolk, she is going to have Schabolina to contend with in the final, and that is not going to be an easy task. Marlo van der Kolk from the Netherlands takes that second heat in a good time of 2:30.56. Tuters from the Netherlands in second. Chloe Davies from Great Britain will qualify comfortably for the final in third position in that heat. The finalists for the women's 200 metres individual medley, Valerie Schabolina leads the way with a world record swim of 2:26.10. She's followed by the two Netherlands swimmers, two Great Britain, one from Sweden, one from Belgium, and Janine Savelsberg from Germany completes the lineup. Men's 50 breaststroke SB3. To take to the water, just 4 swimmers here, 3 in the SB3 class and 1 Alex Sechnik in the SB1 class. They're all swimming together in the same event. It's a combined event again. Mavinka from the Czech Republic in 3, Mikkel Schoenmaker from Netherlands, Paralympic champion in 4, Vasilis Sakaris from Greece in 5, and Alice Sechnik from Slovenia. He's only in lane number 7. Schumacher, he is the bronze medalist in the last European Championships, the black hat of the Netherlands. Sakaris going well for Greece in lane number 5 though. Sakaris just a little bit of an advantage there over Schumacher. Schumacher definitely one of the favourites, the pre-race favourites for this title, but Sakaris going very well with the white cap of Greece. Haven't seen a Greek gold medal yet. Sakaris has swum that one very well though, 52.69. It's a fast time from the Greek swimmer, not particularly fast from Schumacher. He finishes second though, 53.36. And Lavinka not too far behind at 57.58. Well, those three should qualify for the final. Watch Alex Sechnik. The European record held by Cesario Vieira of Portugal. That time stands at 1:41.97. We'll see if Sechnik can get that one. We've seen previous year set a record, world record holder for 50 metres butterfly. It's not going to be inside the existing European record, which has stood now for 12 years by Cesario Vieira of Portugal. Sechnik's entry time of 2:05.61. No, that'll be a target. Can he get under the 2-minute mark? Not quite. He touches in 2 minutes, 0.95. And Sakaris looked very good there. 52.69, a good time from the Greek. Heading Michael Schumacher, one of the favourites for this one, but Schumacher will be in the final. And these two will again fight it out. There we are. Sakaris, all the propulsion really at the front of the body, nothing at all from the hands, sorry, from the feet, all from the hands and arms. Sakaris takes the first heat of the men's 50 breaststroke SB3, Schumacher in second, and Lavinka in third. Second heat sees Mikkel Fredriksson in 2, Karazouris in 3, Mikkel Luque in 4, Lazikin in 5, Kostakis in 6, and Demir in 7. Fredriksson, you see those tattoos being blacked out by the officials. Not allowed to have certain tattoos on display at these international competitions. Giles Long and I are going to try and find out what they are later in the week. Well, we can't have much later, it's the last day right enough, but never mind. Pressure's on. Karazouris in 3, Luque in 4, the European record holder, Lazikin in 5. Kostakis, the only SB2 swimmer in this one, was in 6. And Hamit Demir from Turkey in lane 7. Swimmers in this class will typically be affected in all 4 limbs. There'll be multiple amputees, spinal injury, cerebral palsy. They'll have similar functions. Miguel Luque from Spain. European record set right here in this pool at the World Championships in 2010, 49.26. Okay, Olympic gold medal in Sydney in 2000 and also in Athens in 2004. Silver medalist in the World Championships last year. Again, this should be comfortable qualification for Miguel Luque. Lizikin going well in lane number 5, just one lane down there. Karazouras in lane number 3. Continuing good performance from the Greek team here in this event. Karazouras is going to be 3rd. Looks like Lizikin is going to be 2nd. Luque will take this one, and 51.35 for Luque. The touch first, and that's about a second faster than the previous heat. Second position, Lizikin from Russia. And Karazouras from Greece. Big beard, the Greek there in the 3rd lane, but Miguel Luque takes that one. There's the Greek. Is he going to shave down, do you think, for the final this evening? We'll find out. Again, it's last day of competition. That's got to cause some drag there. The Greek, yeah, he's waited the whole week. I've seen Karazouras around about pool deck this week. Miguel Luque there taking that one. These guys have waited till the very last day of competition. This is their specialist event. They've been here all week. They've done other events. Generally, sometimes they'll treat it as a warm-up for the big one. They've had to wait a long time. It's good for them to be getting into action on this 50 breaststroke. Okay, shakes his head. But mixed messages there. It's a decent time. He'll be fastest into the final, Miguel Luque. He's a great champion. He's been at the top of this class since the Sydney Games in 2000. Miguel Luque takes that heat. 51.35, Lizikin in 2nd, Karazouras in 3rd. Well, we could see a different Karazouras when he appears for the final. Finalist for the men's 50 breaststroke, Luque, Taxaris, Schumacher, Lizikin, Karazouras, Lavinka, Kostakis and Fredriksson. Those are the 8 finalists for this evening. We do move on to finals this morning. The women's 100 breaststroke SB6, and I'm joined again by Giles Long. Good morning, Giles.
Morning, Paul. Some good heats this morning. Very, very quick swimming, particularly in the S14 200 individual medley.
It was, yeah, we talked about that. The S14 swimmers, not really with a much better understanding of pacing and race tactics. They only know one way to swim, and that's to go out fast. Finalists though for the 100 breaststroke, SB6 for women. Zakhanova from Slovakia in 2, Nina Kozlova from Ukraine in 3, Ellie Simmons from Great Britain in 4, Ariana Talamona in 5 from Italy, and Natasha Solochan from Ukraine, Croatia even, in lane number 6. Well, Ellie Simmons in the centre lane. She is going to be the favourite for this one. As this event being hit by a number of swimmers not taking part in this one for one reason or another. A number of the medalists from the major championships in previous years not here, so a good opportunity for some of the youngsters and for some of the experienced swimmers to be on the medal podium. Skaznorova from Slovakia in 2. Kozlova from Ukraine in 3. Ellie Simmons will be the favourite for this one in lane 4. Talamona from Italy in 5. And Somachan in 6. Ellie Simmons, well, she's had a very busy week. She's had a good week, Ellie Simmons, and she leads them out in lane 4.
Well, on paper, Paul, it shouldn't really cause Ellie Simmons any problems at all. Absent, of course, Charlotte Henshaw, the great British breaststroker, as is Liz Johnson, also from Great Britain, a fabulous breaststroker, leaving this field wide open, and Ellie Simmons surely to take full advantage. high stroke turnover as you'd expect from someone with dwarfism. Does well around the wall. She has had a good week, Paul, it has to be said. Got off to a, well, by her own high standards, a fairly shaky start. Won the 400 freestyle, but the time was not good at all. She wasn't happy with it. Then bounced back and really started turning out times that were on her best. And she's looking good here down this second 50-meter length. Very kind of classic breaststroke style that these swimmers with dwarfism tend to use, where the head doesn't really dive under. That's because they haven't got the reach to push forward to make that dive happen, so they break the water just above the goggle line there as they come into the final 5.
Ellie Simmons comes into the red markers, into the end now. The European record, 138.46 and 141.26 for Ellie Simmons, and that's a 1/10 of a second improvement on her entry time, and she will take the gold for Great Britain. It was a straightforward race for Ellie Simmons. She is the champion. Ellie Simmons in a good time takes the gold for Great Britain. Nina Kozlova from Ukraine will take the silver, and Arianna Talamona from Italy the bronze. But it was all about Ellie Simmons there. Really, she was never going to be threatened into that one. She'll be pleased with the time. She'll be pleased with the European title. Another gold medal for Ellie Simmons of Great Britain.
Well, the time was good from Kozlova of Ukraine in lane number 3. Big smile there. Talamona, well, she was a bit off the boil from times that she's done previously in this event. Big smile there from Ellie Simmons. Here we come into the final 5 meters, and you can see very much about keeping the head above the surface. About 20 years ago, I think it was, quite a long time ago, it used to be a rule that you weren't allowed to actually push your head underwater, and that was to stop breaststroke from reverting to butterfly. Butterfly, a derivative of breaststroke. Ellie Simmons swimming that style.
Ellie Simmons takes the gold. Nina Kozlova from Ukraine the silver. Arianna Talamona from Italy the bronze. Good chance for these young swimmers here in the absence of a lot of the big stars to get on the medal podium. Took advantage. The women's 100 meters butterfly S9. That's the start list for the finals. Laura Christensen from Denmark goes in lane number 1. Nuna Marquez Soto, she's had a good championships. The Spanish swimmer goes in lane 2. Ellen Keane, a bronze medalist from the World Championships last year. Can she get on the medal podium again for Ireland? Amy Marin, the world champion, goes in lane number 4 for Great Britain. The European record holder, Sarah Gascon in 5 from Spain. Stephanie Millward in 6. Already a gold medal winner at these championships. And Polina Wozniak from Poland in lane number 7. Sarah Gascon set the European record in the London Paralympic Games in 2012. She is the reigning champion. The women's 100 butterfly S9 final. Gascon and Marin, the European champion and the world champion, side by side.
Well, they all got away well, but it was Polina Wozniak of Poland, nearest to screen in the red hat, who made the best job of it. She's falling back now. Very, very tight race, this one. Gascon, the swimmer from Spain, in the centre of your screen there. Lovely square shoulders, compensating for the uneven arm stroke. She's a real swimmer for the big occasions, but so is Great Britain's Amy Marin, who will turn first. It's a pretty good turn from Marin, not bad underwater. The swimmers with the arm impairments get a better push off the wall, but they decelerate very, very quickly, so they have to go straight to their legs underwater, and that burns up a lot of energy. Wow, this is absolutely stroke for stroke now, Paul. Looks to me as Sarah Gascon of Spain just moving in front, but is Marin coming back now as they come into the 15?
It is Gascon, but just edging it ahead of Amy Marin. Ellen Ellen Keane and Stephanie Millward fighting for the bronze, but it is going to be gold to Spain. Sarah Gascon will get it in a time of 1:10.47, and Gascon was the stronger in the second 50 there. Marin will take the silver medal, and the bronze medal, well, we're just waiting for confirmation of that. It looks like it could be Stephanie Millward getting ahead of Ellen Keane, but we will bring you confirmation of that one. But Gascon, well, she was really strong in the second 50. It was tight at the turn. Marin with just the edge on the first 50, but the second 50 belonged to Gascon.
Well, this again, the final 5 meters. Both the first and second, very, very tight for third there. Stephanie Millward of Great Britain just gets that. It was a good time for her. Sarai Gascon touching the wall. Both you have to show intent to touch with both hands. And there we go, you can see clearly showing intent to touch with 2 hands. Both Amy Marin and Sarai Gascon have had very, very busy weeks, but you have to say the look on Amy Marin's face, well, she looks okay there, but I wonder if she's just very, very tired now, Paul. She's not, these closing stages of this competition, she's off the boil.
Sarah Gascon takes the gold medal and the European title for Spain. Amy Marin and Stephanie Millward, the silver and bronze for Great Britain. Yeah, we did see Amy Marin look across there at the end when we saw Gascon, and it was a case of, oh no, I can't believe that Gascon's ahead of me. Good finish there from Millward, getting ahead of Ellen Keane.
Yeah, it was. Good swim from Steph Millward. All of these ladies competing for spaces within their own relay teams. That's the Spanish team. Bit of in-depth discussion. And then a wave at the screen.
Men's 100, in fact, the men's 50 backstroke S4. Arnold Petracek goes in the centre lane for the Czech Republic, the European record holder. Hamit Demir from Turkey making his way to the start, 1 length of the pool. Men's 50 backstroke S4. Getting the S4 classification. You'll see typically swimmers affected in all 4 limbs. Hamit Demir from Turkey in lane number 1. Krzysztof Stefanowski from Poland in lane number 2. There's Hamit Demir. There's the Polish swimmer, Stefanowski. The experienced man from Lithuania, Kęstutis Skukas. Paralympic medalist way back in 2004. Can he get Lithuania on to the medal podium here? Arnold Petracek, Czech Republic's only medal so far at these championships was silver by this man. Can he convert it to gold now for the Czech Republic? Lizikin back in the water again. Just seen him a short time ago swimming the 50 breaststroke. Nelson Lopez from Portugal in lane number 6, and Denis Rosolovic from Ukraine in lane number 7. One length of the pool, the 50 meters backstroke. European record holder, Arnold Petracek. A leap into the water there and a leap up for his coach to just hold on to those small arms for the start. Final of the men's 50 meters backstroke S4.
Well, Interesting start from Stepanowski of Poland in lane number 2. And he serves him quite well. He's still underwater. He's popping up just now. But it's all about the middle lane, Petracek going very, very well indeed. Inverted butterfly kick and really kind of almost crunching his body up and using a pulsing action to cut through the water. Good way of getting around his impairment, Paul.
He's got away very well here, and he leads as they approach the flags. The last 5 meters, it looks like Petracek is going to take this one. Lazikin coming back there. The swimmer didn't do very well off the start, but he's coming back in the swim. But Petracek takes it in a time of 48.65. Lazikin, it is in second position for Russia, and it looks like third to Nelson Lopez of Portugal. The experienced man from Portugal will be delighted with that one. And the Portuguese team get another medal at these championships, only their second. But Petracek will take the first gold for the Czech Republic, and he is pleased with that one.
Well, controlled it right from the very start. There were different start styles going on, and here you can see almost doing a sit-up in the water to pulse his way forward. He actually sort of half looks over his shoulder there. These swimmers that have to touch with their head, they do, for obvious reasons, have to make sure they don't just absolutely go hook, line and sinker into the wall. And he knew that he was comfortable enough to be able to ease back ever so slightly there. He looks around, I think he does it again. He does. But really, really good example of how to minimize the effect of your disability there.
Well done, Arnos Petracek, the first gold medal for the Czech Republic. Lazikin, well, 2 races in quick succession for Alexei Lazikin, takes the silver medal. And Nelson Lopez, well, Nelson Lopez has been around for a long time. Lopez takes the bronze for Portugal. Lazikin the silver for Russia, but the champion from the Czech Republic, Arnos Petracek.
As it stands at the moment, Italy have themselves 18 medals. Spain are up to 4th, they've got 41 medals. Great Britain are on 65 medals. Russia are on 7.
The women's 400 metres freestyle, S13. Swimmers with visual impairment come out for the longest event here at the championships, 400. The longest one we'll see. Ingrid By from Norway in lane number 1. Henriette Schutner, disappointed to miss out on the final the other day. She's here now in the 400. Anna Krivshina, well, she has been on great form too. She won a very close 100 freestyle yesterday, just by 1/100th of a second. Deborah Font, though, experienced Spanish swimmer, has come into this with the fastest entry time. She swam well in the 100 too. Marta Maria Gomez Batelli, silver medalist in the World Championships last year. Elena Kravtsov, a winner in the breaststroke earlier this week. And Sterre Veerman, the young Dutch swimmer, the 14-year-old, goes in lane number 7. Deborah Font in lane 4 for Spain, and Anna Krivshina from Russia in lane number 3 may well contest this one. And it looks like the Russian Krivshina started the best. Also a good start from Kravtsov with the orange hat of Germany, but Font and Krivshina already forging ahead of the others in this field.
Well, Gomez Batelli was, I don't know what she was doing. She was completely left in the blocks, almost as if she was glued to it, and now she's having to claw back all of that distance. These swimmers can see a maximum of 5 meters in front of them, all with tunnel vision. So the wall's always crucial, the turns always crucial in these visually impaired events. Obviously less so with S13s than 12s or 11s who can see less. And that means that she'll be able to see the wall about now and have to judge for that. And you can see she has to kind of half glide in. She makes the mistake of breathing. We've seen lots and lots and lots of that this week. Swimmers making basic errors, and they could be going quicker. But she looks to be controlling this race pretty well at the moment. Also going well, Gomez Batelli, nearest us in the, also Spain, in the pink costume. And Krivshina of Russia, well, we'll see how she gets on. She's got a very, very slow turnover, Krivshina. Very good distance per stroke. But she's not necessarily that good at picking it up as the race goes on. Deborah Font just slowly building and consolidating a lead.
Deborah Font and Gomez Batelli lead for Spain 1 and 2. Spanish team, maybe about a decade or so ago, were the leading force in visually impaired swimming in the world. And we've seen the emergence of the Ukrainians and the Russians, such as Krivshina, going through to kind of take that mantle away from the Spanish team. But Deborah Font is one of the best. You first saw her winning gold in the Sydney Paralympics back in the year 2000. She's still here, Deborah Font, and she is leading this one. 28 years of age now, next to her teammate Gomez Batelli, just 23 years of age. Both medalists in the World Championships last year. Both silver medalists, actually. So Deborah Font swam in the S13 class, in the S12 class, sorry, last year. Now in the S13 class. She leads. She has a big lead. She's just kind of grinding it out now. It doesn't look like Krivshina is going to be able to respond. We wondered if Krivshina would be able to come back. The sprinter, she's way down now, and Font and Batelli stretching it out for Spain.
Well, it's quite good distance freestyle swimming we're seeing here. It's not quite good, what am I talking about? It is good. She's making some basic errors there. She breathes again. She's not bad in rotation and not bad underwater, but breathes straight out of the turn. She's getting away with it at European level. I wonder if she will at a world level. Here the hands come in and they're quite scrappy, but they enter the water cleanly. Particularly the right one goes in very cleanly. The left, as it comes over, you can just see it pulls quite a lot of air in. When these swimmers are being coached, of course, it's not so easy for them to be able to see the coach standing on the pool side correcting any technical problems. It takes longer to get across those ideas as she comes now into the final 50 metres.
Deborah Font goes over in 4:11.23. European record held by Rhiannon Henry of Great Britain. It's 4:37.08. She's not going to challenge that, but it is going to be a gold medal performance from Deborah Font of Spain. It's going to be 1 and 2 to Spain, with Gomez Batelli in the silver medal position. It has been a dominant performance in this 400 by Deborah Font of Spain. She becomes the champion in 4:46.12. Deborah Font takes it. Marta Gomez Batelli in second position in a time of 4:53.47. It's gold and silver to Spain. It is Krivshina who will pick up another medal for Russia, but that looks like a tired Russian swimmer in third position. 5:07.09 for Krivshina.
Well, in the end, Deborah Font was on a vest as Schottner of Germany finishing there.
Deborah Font on top of the medal podium again. Just 28 years of age, but has been at the top now for 14 years now, so half her life she has been at the top. of the rankings in IPC swimming. Deborah Font there, no one in sight. She just ground that out. The lead increased as she went through. She was the favourite. The challenge we thought might come from Krishina of Russia, the champion in the 100 freestyle, but she just didn't have the stamina, Krishina, today, and fell away quite early stages of that race. She did claim a bronze medal, all got very spread out, but no doubt about the winner, Deborah Font. And the Spanish gold and silver being congratulated by their team. Spain take gold and silver in the women's 400 freestyle S13. Anna Krivshina from Russia takes the bronze. Final of the women's 50 meters breaststroke SB2. Seven swimmers in this final. Veronika Gurenko in lane number 1 from Israel. Irina Sotska in 2 from Ukraine. Sotska next to the 16-year-old Israeli swimmer Gurenko. There's Cecilia Christensen, the Danish swimmer. The Danes have been well represented here in terms of supporters this week. Jenny Ekstrom from Sweden, former European record holder, goes in lane number 4. Yulia Shishova from Russia in lane number 5. Janet Adami will enter the pool from the side in lane number 6. And Antonina Maximova in lane number 7. Janet Adami just making her way past the Ukrainian swimmer. Interesting start from Maximova Giles in lane number 7. This is a breaststroke event. Maximova being held on her back, so she'll have to flip over pretty quickly. And there she is trying to flip over now. We saw that earlier, face down in the water. That's got to be tough.
Yeah, it's quite a good way of doing it. As long as the referee doesn't hold you there too long. You don't want to be starting the race already out of breath because you've been face down in the water. The middle 2 lanes now going well, actually. Shishova in Russia in the blue hat nearest us does well at keeping the shoulders high. I think she's going to start feeling the pressure now from Jenny Ekstrom of Sweden in the yellow hat. And there, Ekstrom, look at that. She manages still to keep her body pretty even though she's got one arm, she's got one sort of better arm. It's still slightly impaired, but one arm completely missing, and does well as well to keep the leg kick even. Breaststroke legs have to be symmetrical by rule. And there you can see she really is making the most of what she's got and doing a very, very good job, Paul, in the final 5 meters now.
Jenny Ekstrom has stamped her authority on this race. We'll have a look at the clock. Could be a great time from Jenny Ekstrom. It's a fantastic time from Jenny Ekstrom. It's a new world record of 1:11.47 for Jenny Ekstrom of Sweden. Oh wow, what a swim that was. She was challenged in the early stages by Shishova, but she went away from the Russian and took that time of 1:11.47. And a new world record for Jenny Ekstrom.
Well, I spent so much time rabbiting on about her technique, we didn't really notice how quickly she went through the 25. A superb swim from Ekstrom. Really, really well executed. Just coming into the wall now. Maximova of the Ukraine touches in the time of 1:56.21, but all about the middle lane, Paul. Shishova tried to go with her, but just couldn't live with the pace.
I just wonder if the fast start by Shishova made Ekstrom get out that little bit faster. She had to try and catch the Russian in the early stages and then show her strength in the closing stages. There she comes, coming into the last 5 now, and by that time the race is over and Jenny Ekstrom is just heading for home, and that was a fantastic time of 1:11.47. The world record has been smashed by over a second, and Ekstrom just looked really strong as she's coming into the end there, not really slowing the stroke rate at all, and she had a very good finish to take the gold.
Well, she was breathing alternately, which was a great way of keeping her hips high and keeping her body flat in the water. She did a good job when it came to the finish as well, Paul. She actually was due to end up on a breaststroke, but she didn't. She kept her head down, and what that did was it meant that she got to maintain extra momentum going into the wall. Managed to shave, no doubt, just a little bit more time off that 1:11.47 new world record.
Jenny Ekstrom is the European champion in a new world record time of 1:11.47. Yulia Shishova, the silver medalist for Russia, and Cecilia Christensen gets a medal for Denmark, the bronze. A nice race for the Scandinavians there. Sweden and Denmark on the medal podium. The final of the women's 50 meters breaststroke, SB3. 2 Russians, 2 Ukrainians. That's the final of the final day morning session. Verbova goes in line number 2. 16-year-olds. Natalia Gavrilyuk in line number 4 for Russia. Number 5, Irina Kolmogorova. Can she use those long arms to propel her to a medal position? Maria Lafina, gold medalist yesterday in the 150 meters individual medley. And her breaststroke leg of that medley looked very strong. I think Lafina will be tough to beat. There's Kolmogorova. Three similar starts. Swimmer in lane number 6, Lafina, held by the feet of her coach, but Verbova got away very well.
Well, we just had SB2, this now SB3, and you can see the difference between those two. Most of these swimmers able to hold on for their own start. In SB2, all of them held in some way by their coaches. Going well in lane number 5, Kolmogorova. Tongue round that name, but also coming up actually, Paul, in lane 4, Gavrilyuk.
This is going to be a very close contest, I think, because Gavrilyuk from Russia in lane number 4 is coming alongside Kolmogorova. The 2 Russians now ahead of the Ukrainian. Lafina trying to come back on level terms, but it's really close, this one. It is Kolmogorova. She goes again. Gavrilyuk just fading as Kolmogorova pulls away in the last few meters. Kolmogorova is going to get it for Russia in 1:05.71. She will take it just over a second ahead of Gavrilyuk from Russia in second, and Lafina the bronze for Ukraine. But it was very close between these 3, and Kolmogorova just had the strength in the closing stages. Looked like Gavrilyuk was coming back on terms with Kolmogorova, but the younger Russian swimmer, Kolmogorova, stretched away in the last 5 meters to take the gold medal.
Well, Kolmogorova was better at the front of the stroke cycle as the hands fan out in the stroke cycle. What she was able to do is generate a bit more lift than Gavrilyuk. Here we go, you can see as she spreads her hands out and working, they're just working much better. Gavrilyuk tending to use her hands more like scoops. Well, that's not really the most efficient way to swim. You really want to use your hands almost like the blades of a propeller, if you like, rather than scoops, grabbing hold of the water and just pulling it back. And here she comes. Does well to get the, hands shoot forward, and she looks straight across. Almost laughs at the opposition.
Laughs in the face of the opposition. Great, so she's got really long arms, Kolmogorova.
Yeah.
She used them to good advantage. Irina Kolmogorova is the European champion in 50 breaststroke. Natalia Gavrilyuk is the silver medalist for Russia. Maria Lafina, the bronze medalist from Ukraine. You see Kolmogorova in her wheelchair. Her arms just really, really long, and she just used them at the front there. I'm surprised she is not more competitive in the freestyle events, but obviously the breaststroke, she is the one for that breaststroke event.
I think she might have some shoulder rotation issues. The breaststroke taking place all in front of the body, but of course freestyle arms arms have to come past the body and rotate fully around. You can always be guaranteed for a wave from Team Spain, Paul.
Nice indeed. Anna Grin, they're still looking there. Yeah, he's still on. There's the Danes here again.
Well, the Danes have won the hat competition all week. Here we go, a couple of winning examples.
There's Spain again. Spain well represented today. Yeah. A bit of a shake of the... Oh, who's that? Oh, we're not going to tell now. There's Portugal. Medal presentations now for the events that we have seen this morning. This is the last day of competition here at Eindhoven in the Netherlands. First presentation, we see the familiar face on the gold medal podium. It's Ellie Simmonds of the UK. Great Britain swimmer. Arianna Talamona on the medal podium again. The Italians having a great championships, absolutely superb there for the Italian team. Talamona already a medalist, a key part of the relay team too. Took a medal in the medley relay the other day, the Italians. Arianna Talamona, 20-year-old. And the 16-year-old, the young 16-year-old from the Ukraine. Well, this was an event which was there for the taking. The medals were wide open, they were there to be won. This young lady from Ukraine, well, she's had to wait a bit of time for her big event. It's the last day of competition. And she very pleased with that one. Ellie Simmonds from Great Britain is a gold medalist. A real champion. poster girl of the London 2012 Paralympic Games, and she didn't disappoint with 2 gold medals in London. She accepts the mascot, she accepts the gold medal. She's pleased to be on top of the medal podium, Ellie Simmonds. Great championships Ellie Simmonds has had. There's her family, mum and dad, aunties, grandmother, all here to see Ellie Simmonds take another gold medal at these European Championships. 3rd gold medal of this event, to go with the 2 silvers that she got behind Mereshko of Ukraine. Great battle between those two in the 100 and in the 50 meters freestyle. Ellie Simmonds said she loves the challenge. She certainly got one and she's responded to it. The women's 100 meters butterfly S9. Great Britain represented by 2 swimmers on the medal podium.
Winner of the bronze medal, representing Great Britain,
Stephanie Millward takes the bronze medal, and it was a really quick finish from Stephanie Millward. 4th position at halfway, came back strongly. Time of 1:12.17. Stephanie Millward, she has had a great championship so far. She'll be back for the medley relay tonight, I'm sure. As I expect this young lady will too, Amy Marin. Not sure what the teams are, but I think Millward and Marin may well feature in the starting lineups for Great Britain. Marin time 1:11.09. She took gold in the 200 individual medley yesterday. She's now got a silver in the 100 meters butterfly. It was always going to be tough to beat this young lady, the European record holder. Sarai Gascon takes the gold for Spain in a time of 1:10.47. Sarai Gascon and Amy Marin and Stephanie Millward had some great battles in this event over the last few years. The world silver medalist is now the European champion. Sarai Gascon delighted with that victory over the 2 GB swimmers. Amy Marin on the left, Stephanie Millward on the right. Sarai Gascon has had an excellent championship. The Spanish team have had a good championships. 13 gold medals in all for Spain so far. Still this afternoon session to go. "37 countries taking part in these championships. 29 of them so far have picked up medals. The men's S4 50 metres backstroke medal presentation. The bronze medalist from Portugal, it's Nelson Lopez. Well, this man, very experienced Portuguese swimmer. He will be absolutely delighted to be on the medal podium. It's the second bronze medal of these championships for the Portuguese team. And it goes to Nelson Lopez. Alexei Lizikin from Russia takes the silver medal. Well, he challenged in the closing stages. Came through the field and ended up in the silver medal position. Alexei Lizikin. Go again tonight in the breaststroke, silver medalist in the 50 backstroke. But the champion, the first gold medal for the Czech Republic at these championships, it's Arnoš Petracek. He took the title in 48.65. It was a second and a half ahead of the silver medal winner, Arnoš Petracek. He is now the European champion. We shall hear for the first time at these championships the anthem of the Czech Republic. Very well done to Arnoš Petracek. There's the Czech Republic fans. This is their big moment at these championships. Nelson Lopez as well. Alexander Lizikin. Are your medalists for the men's 50 metres backstroke for the S4 class. Women's 400 metres freestyle S13 victory ceremony. Spain taking the top 2 positions on the medal podium.
Winner of the bronze medal, representing Russia,
Anna Krivshina from Russia takes the bronze. She has had an excellent championships, the young Russian swimmer. Gold medalist in the 50 and the 100 freestyle. Bronze medal now in the 400. Krivshina also gold medalist in the backstroke event, so fantastic championships for Anna Krivshina. Marta Maria Gomez-Batelli, the silver medal, matched the silver medal that she won in the World Championships last year. The Spanish team a rich history of visually impaired swimmers. And another Spanish champion, it's Deborah Font. A gold medal winner from Spain. She's won 3 medals so far. These championships, none of them gold until now. Deborah Font is the gold medal winner and European champion for Spain. Gold and silver to Spain, bronze to Russia. Two more medal ceremonies to conclude the proceedings for this morning. First of those is the women's 50 metres breaststroke for the SB2 class. There's Cecilia Christensen making her way to the podium. Shishova in second place, but what a phenomenal performance by the winner. Cecilia Christensen. Christensen takes the bronze medal for Denmark. Time of 1:28.07. Christensen, 24 years of age, experienced Danish swimmer on the medal podium. Yulia Shishova is the silver medalist from Russia. She challenged in the early stages of that race. Could not keep pace with the eventual winner. Good enough to take the silver medal. That time for Shishova, 1:16.32. Big improvement on her entry time of 1:19. But the winner in A world record time from Sweden. Jenny Ekström is the gold medalist and the European champion. She previously held the European record that was taken from her last year by Vera Tam of Germany. Jenny Ekström was determined to reclaim that European record in winning this title. She's also claimed a world record. What a fantastic time that was. 1:11.47. She accepts the medal, the mascot, and the bouquet for record breakers. The gold medalist, a new world record holder, Jenny Ekström from Sweden. Ekström is the European champion. She is now the new world record holder in a time of 1:11.47. Final morning session that we have had. The record-breaking performances this morning, as we've had all the way through the week. Records still keep coming. It's day 7. We have one more session to go this evening. Hope for more record-breaking performances then. Medal presentation for the women's 50 meters breaststroke SB3. The bronze medalist won the gold yesterday, Maria Lafina of Ukraine. It was a tight contest between this Ukrainian swimmer and the two Russians. Lafina, the bronze medalist, in 1:08.35. Silver medalist Gavrilyuk from Russia, 1:07.03 for the Russian silver medalist Gavrilyuk. She did challenge for the lead. Thought at one point about 10 meters to go, but she was going to go past the eventual winner. But the new champion just pulled away marginally in the closing stages. The champion, Irina Kolmogorova from Russia, takes the gold medal and the European title. Absolutely superb performance there from Kolmogorova. Time of 1:05.71 was an improvement on her entry time. She took the gold for Russia.
your medal winners.
Kolmogorova takes the gold in the final event of this morning's session. Women's 50 meters breaststroke SB3. Well, as we have done all week, we have crowned new European champions in each of the sessions. We've seen some great performances, 2 world records this morning. Final day of competition. We've seen 6 European champions being decided. There's still 16 more to come when we move to the final session. It's day 7. This has been the morning session. 1 more session to go. And that starts this evening at 5 o'clock. The final session in Eindhoven, 5 o'clock local time. Please join us then.